Good evening. Good evening. I am overtired. Like, overtired. I'm sitting down now, I'm like, man, I would love to just lie down and pass out. But it's also too hot to do that. Which is why I'm so tired. I had a fan right next to me on high. Just blowing away, no sheets, still too fucking hot. And until like 3 a.m. and I was just like, So, you know. Tonight, I'm busting out the high velocity fan. I have one of those. It's got steel blades and everything. It doesn't swivel because it has to have like a backward thing or else it knocks itself over. But my god, it's powerful. I love it. I haven't had to use it in like 2-3 years either. So. Alright. So I did the vampire lady thing. So let's go tell vampire lady she's not being hunted anymore.
This dead flesh needs it.
Oh, please spare me, Dark Queen. Spare your obedient slave.
Okay.
I have wasted too much energy for
Good
so
evening,
little
Mr. Elwood.
result.
Evening.
He's trying to talk to her.
Why do you feel responsible for the injury, Thomas? What really happened?
I wasn't
Yeah.
disfigured by any German shells. It happened during my leave. It was an accident.
Why lie?
Why lie about it?
Come
Yeah.
on. It's one thing to come back disfigured by the Germans, and it's another to get injured in an accident that could have happened to anybody.
You can't hide forever.
You know you can't hide forever. One day you'll have to face your loved ones. Until that day, you have no chance of real recovery.
My friends all died in the trenches. It's shameful enough to be alive with these stupid scars. I don't want my children to see me like this.
Well.
Tell me what really happened then.
I went with a whore in Rouen. Dead drunk I was. The hotel was a shithole. There was a fire that night.
Did you start the fire? Were you trying to avoid going back to the front? That's not uncommon, you know.
No. It's just that I was asleep when the flames reached the room. The girl was long gone. Bitch never woke me up. Left me to burn.
Yeah, they'll do that.
You told me before you don't want your children to see you like this. Do you have any other family?
My sister Agatha has raised me nippers since their mother died. Don't want them to look at me like this.
How could children despise their father injured in the war?
What do you think? They saw me. Once. My poor angels left the room crying. They keep on having nightmares every week, my sister told me.
Your sister's not a child. I'm sure she has nothing but respect for a wounded soldier, and you are her brother.
You don't know my sister Agatha. She may be young, but she's all discipline and morality. If she ever found out what really happened...
She doesn't have to know.
She's a sly one, my sister. One day she'll find out the truth and knock 7 bells out of me. Nah. I'm better off here.
Hmm.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Goswicks came here.
For now. It's the Thelma. Where'd she go?
Fear and disgust on every street corner.
Ah.
The daily routine.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Tell me, Thelma, what do you really know about vampires?
I saw one and he saw me. I watched him hunt and kill. I saw his terrible wounds heal as his victim died. And then I knew I was saved.
You mean you actually saw a vampire? Here in London?
Yes. And it has been the answer to my pain. I must drink and kill to regenerate my decaying body. I am a vampire too.
You could be in danger.
You have no idea what problems your claim could cause if heard by the wrong people, Miss Howcroft. You must stop this nonsense now.
Why fear the truth? Strange things live in the dark, Dr. Reed. Strange and ancient beings that were here before this island even had a name.
Tell me, Thelma, why do you feel so attached to Mr. Elwood? Why him?
I'm not sure, Doctor. I think we have a bond of some sort. We've both suffered so much. He's the only mortal I find interesting.
Do you plan to make him a vampire too?
Of course not. How could I inflict my curse on anybody else? I'm not that cruel, Doctor.
Would you say you and Mr. Elwood are romantically involved?
No. No, Thomas is a delicate soul. Even though he disguises it. But I am not the woman he needs. No, for I am a vampire, Doctor.
She can't go like a single sentence without mentioning that. Just over and over. I only have a level 1 mesmerize.
I have made inquiries about the men who were tracking you, Miss Howcroft.
I did not expect a mortal to have this sort of courage. Speak, Doctor. Why are they hunting me down?
What if you can give him a happy ending? I'm gonna tell her she's paranoid.
There is no hunt, and nobody is searching for you. You're no threat to this hospital, and you have my word you are perfectly safe here.
Your lies demean you, Doctor. Do you really expect me to lower my guard? I know exactly who I am, and what I am dealing with.
Alright.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
So many deaths. And what of my own life?
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Doctor.
Shall we do it? Shall I embrace? Shall I eat the citizens? Is this the health status of everyone involved? Like everyone? Like a general overview? Like if I embrace both of them, I don't think they're gonna be missed. I mean, people will notice. I don't think anyone will care.
Giant mall disguised as a hospital. That's the pendant nowadays.
I like the chanting. Rum Lord. Rum Lord. Rum Lord. That's what I hear. Delicious pennies.
So this is how it ends. Farewell, my life, you betrayed me, good.
The district will soon suffer. I don't think they will. That's Milton. I was like, I'm gonna talk to this new person. That's just Milton.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
An invisible enemy. Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Especially from a nurse. Do I gotta be classist about it?
Do you think this hospital can survive?
Or jobist?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
Milton's just like, hey.
I'm not
Look at them
familiar
talk
with all
over
the
there.
staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett's. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
All the hints are missing. All of the hints are
Goodbye,
missing.
nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
There's gotta be like a bunch more people. Okay, there's 3 people in this hospital I haven't talked to. There's a lot of people. Just gonna point that out.
Perhaps I should have considered the offer from that candidate.
What? How have I never talked to this person?
I have wasted too much energy for so little.
Oh, it's because the door was locked.
It's locked.
Hmm. I haven't talked to him yet. Okay, fine. Oh, that's locked still.
I cannot enter.
Alright, I have yet to actually check out the 3rd floor. maybe it's just leads to a roof? I don't know. Okay, it's definitely not a roof. Second floor, what the fuck? I thought this was the second floor. Whatever. I guess they're doing like lobby, first floor, second floor bullshit. Oh, there's Clay.
Good evening, Mr. Cox.
Dr. Reed. Still working at night, I see. I like that.
And why is that?
People who don't sleep at night always seem more alive to me. More interesting, one way or another.
Do you ever think about that poor fellow I saw you push in the water?
The wound he gave me will make sure I don't forget him. Still fucking hurts. Boss had cut me good.
That man was determined to murder you. You almost died.
What a surprise. The first time I met him, he nearly shit himself. Fucking coward. I guess revenge gives you balls.
What did he want? Revenge?
I recently had to kill his brother. Poor arsehole thought it would be easy to return the favour.
Only the strongest survive, then? Survival at all costs. Is that all you think about?
I'm the toughest bastard you'll ever meet, Dr. Reed. And I don't give a fuck what you think of me.
Fair.
How is your hospitalization going, Mr. Cox?
This is a shitty place with shitty staff. But as long as I'm treated all right, I'll be fine.
What's wrong with my staff?
What's wrong with the Pembroke staff?
That bastard you sent to bring me here, Milton, I thought he was going to break all my bones before I reached my bed.
I see. Any other smart comments?
The nurses aren't too ugly. Especially that foxy one, Nurse Crane. Pretty brunette, tough attitude, all like that.
What's wrong with the hospital?
Come on, Dr. Reed. The place is a dump. Smelly, sad, and dirty.
But you're alive thanks to the efforts and dedication of the staff here, aren't you?
What are you expecting, a medal? I thought that saving lives was just part of the job. Must be an unsatisfactory profession at this time, I'm sure.
How long do you think you can escape the law, Clay?
I know this city like the back of my hand, Doc. I know its streets, who to pay, who to avoid, and who to bully. I won't get caught.
We can't escape the consequences of our actions. The past catches up with us in the end.
I ain't afraid of death. I don't hide who I am. I live my life honestly, which is more than I could say for most folks.
And who are you, then?
I'm the leader of the Wet Boot Boys. One day, I'll leave this shitty place and punch in the face all who thought I would not come back.
It's a really bad gang name, I'm just gonna say it right now.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
I haven't primed your blood yet. For a second, I was like, he kind of looks like Zac Efron. That portrait?
We've dodged death so many times. Oswald, you can't just die like this. Please, sir. I need help bad.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Newton Blight. I've lost my mate. Can't find him anywhere.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. Please, calm down and give me more details.
Oswald and myself were both infantry, sir. We were en route for the hospital, but but we had a disagreement. And Oswald ran off towards the canal.
How long have you been searching for him?
I can't go there. Too many rats by the water. Fucking rats. Can't stand them since the war, sir. Can't stand them at all.
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Many soldiers who survived the trenches suffer from musophobia. I'll see what I can do for your friend.
Sorry, I was like, you know what I forgot to do? Which I haven't done in months. Is tweet that I'm streaming.
What can you tell me about yourself?
I'm Oswald's best friend. We served in the same regiment, sir. We've taken care of each other since we came back from the front.
I definitely don't try to promote myself anyway, which is probably why, you know, my channel doesn't grow. I just turn on a stream and start playing.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Oswald Thatcher.
Thatcher?
We survived the war together. Oswald is nervous and quite fragile since we came back from the war.
This is a dangerous part of town. What are you doing here?
We were looking for the Pembroke Hospital. We both need help. Treatment, I mean. To get some sleep. Just need to feel better, sir.
That's why you're my only consistent viewer. That's pretty much it, yeah.
Where was your friend the last time you saw him?
He went down by the canal. He didn't want to go to the hospital. I think he went to the sewers on purpose. So I couldn't go after him.
I have all the information I need for now. If I find anything out about your friend, I'll let you know as soon as I can.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
Alright. Could I find his friend now? What, it's not an investigation? Weird. Alright then.
It's locked, all right.
Mm-hmm.
We've dodged death so many times. Oswald, you can't just die like this.
Is there like sewers listed on the map? Okay. Not so much. Oh, this is the original blood trail I followed to the hospital, I think? 'Cause this is the hideout I unlocked.
I cannot enter.
Why? Haven't I been in here before? Oh, I haven't. Oh, this is a different one. How do I get in? Do I have to kill the pre-wins? Okay, I am just letting him hit me. happens when I'm tired. Play very well. Now can I go in here? Why can't I unlock this? Didn't understand. This right here reminds me of a museum when they like show you like a period thing and they're like, here's like an example room. That's what this looks like to me. This is an impossibly tiny room that makes no fucking... You would never want a fireplace like that in this tiny room. It would be roasting hot. I don't know what room this is supposed to be. I guess it's a coat room. I don't know. Maybe rooms were really that small. But I don't think you'd want a fireplace in a room that small. Unless you had, like, no other form of heating and there's, like, no choice. I think I'm just gonna explore this area. Might lead down to the sewers. These doors look openable. They're too bright.
It's locked.
Hmm. Level 5, that's it? Get shadowed on.
It's locked, all right.
Everything's gonna be locked, isn't it? I am on the other side.
It's locked.
Like, come on. I can go around, but not through. Starting to think I shouldn't even try exploring.
I said stay away, sir!
Okay.
Don't come closer.
Well, I have to now. Is that a beefy dude?
Better go home, sir. It ain't human! Get it!
What do you mean it ain't human? I love how much stamina I have. It's ridiculous. And you can have so much more. Like I'm gonna be invincible. That wasn't even the same bridge. Not that bridge. I want to unlock this hideout. I don't know why I can't. Alright, clearly random exploration isn't like... the best thing to do. Did I actually get something from those crates?
Easy back, boys!
After fighting those like level 18 dudes yesterday, these are easy peasy. Shilling. This looks like the back of that hideout. It's still locked.
It's locked, all right.
Shutting. We got a Dark Souls. Every crate, everything. Break it all. All right, let's just do the main thing. Just over this way. Oh, wait. It's around. It's around this way. I remember. There's no skulls here, so, you know. There's blood. And dusty wisps that don't move through the air. That's not ominous at all. Oh, that's the front door. Whoops. Another one of those Tuesdays where I'm like, no commentary from me. Oh boy. Oh man, if that door had been locked, I would have been like, game? Too tired for your bullshit. So they said this was sealed away for sanitary reasons, and while that's true, it also seems like a ton of other shit went on down in here.
I cannot enter.
Schling. According to my compass... Oh, it's above me. Everything's above me. Found a great in-game reason why you can't just wander into people's homes. You need to be invited. That does make sense. That was actually another rule I got for becoming a vampire. You can't go into any private residence unless you're explicitly invited to do so.
Balls of Mars, fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
Level 6. Wow, they still kind of hurt.
Behavior
Can I guard?
Infected William Bishop.
Is that a
Must
thing
be
I
the
can
same
do?
Strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
Gameplay. Controls. No, I can just dodge. Okay. Schling.
It's locked, all right.
Too cool to block. Well, when you're right, you're right. Who am I to argue?
This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
What if I can, like, pull up my weapon whenever I want and just start attacking citizens? They still hurt a lot. I'm very fragile. Cannot deny that. Watery rich. The fuck? Who is watching me?
These scabs feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
I think, yeah, there was something to loot. Oh. It's giving me lots of like bullets. Oh, okay. Wow. Oh, it's a skull. Just acquired an offhand weapon. Oh, it directly absorbs blood. As opposed to the stun. Alright, let's try machete and 3 blood absorption. That's fucking bad. It immediately jumps to 8, which is much better, but like... But then it only gets to 15 total. I suppose that's plenty, but... What's the one on the saw? 2.5? So I already have that. So... This can be a pistol. I have no serums. Ultimate? Oh my god. I'm getting some more actives.
It's locked, all right.
The next time I evolve. Death report. Samuel Connor. Natural death. Fast progressing pneumonia by virus-induced pulmonary consolidation. Spanish flu. Dr. Tibbets.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this.
Yes. I'm like half vampire, half doctor, half private investigator. Cause of death. I mean, I can talk to Brannigan. I'm basically Sherlock Holmes the vampire. I'm officially lost on this floor. I don't know where the fuck. Okay, that's where I originally came in from. Alright. That's all I need to know. Okay. John Doe. What the fuck? I want that. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to hit him with my shadow thing. Wow! The distance on that is quite severe. Resisted? Jesus! Oh, I can hit the clone. Got him!
These skulls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
Yes. Yes, it is. Ah.
Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
Ooh, a formula. Oh, I can make some of these now. Light regeneration. Light blood. Nice. Recipe unknown. What? But why do I? What? Okay. The steak I have is actually pretty good. 20 stun? Absolutely. Is that worth it? Not yet. Clove essence? Let's do it. You need a lot for these. Not the fatigue, but... Wait, is there no way out? Okay, fine. Yeah, I never did actually inspect this. Did I? I did not. Corner of the lips.
Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps? The chest was originally open to perform the operation. The sutures are clean, but the chest has been reopened. Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman. A puncture over the left lung, possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful. Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked.
I've yet to meet Tippett's. This is gonna be a strange first meeting.
It's locked.
Alright, we defeated John Doe. Oh, I have serums equipped, I don't remember which one's which. Okay, up his okay. Up his health, down his blood. Alright. Old Doughy John. He always rose very well in the heat. Dr. Brannigan first. I assume is out here. Okay. Oh! That's Pippa. Okay, I don't know where the fuck she is. But... oh!
Says I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
Ah, yes. Flattery is useless. No.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
The only blood transfusion you want to do now is through the neck to your mouth. It's true.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with
I
your
want
arrival,
to be able to
can't
taste
think
the
of a
T
better
cells.
opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time. What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
Wow.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior, a man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Yeah, potato.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father. Ashamed of putting his children at risk because
Was a proud father. There's the guy I ate, right? Right?
Do you need my medical attention, dear colleague?
You don't have to worry about me, Dr. Reed. I am here to assist you, not to be a burden.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
That's the guy with the... Oh. Well, I'm gonna be right in the future.
I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Retroactively, I said accurate statements.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Do you ever wash your hands?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Diseases decrease the blood quality of a citizen. Speak to the patient in the room behind Dorothy to check his medical status.
Hospital seems to be falling apart. But in the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Don't waste your time with me.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Press RB to check. He's fatigued.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
He's recovering.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'll let you get some rest, then.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
I can talk to him later.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
I have nothing to say.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
How's my son? Goodbye.
As for me,
That's like a massive cause for alarm.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
When a doctor
Good evening,
does that.
Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
my wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick, unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
I suppose. Apparently there's more to say in here somewhere.
Tell me about...
I'm just a...
I was more...
I'm a...
Tell me.
Strict...
What do you...
I off...
Are you...
Well,
I won't...
are you sure...
In other sec...
Suppose if I talk to,
Tell me about the...
Strickland and Aykroyd.
if I talk
What
to
do you mean?
Aykroyd again,
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick.
maybe something else would pop
Calm
up.
the children, Helen. As for me, what a blundering idiot.
I could just eat him. Remember, citizens' blood will provide you a massive XP boost. Look for citizens of your mesmerized level or below and choose wisely. I don't really want to, eat Harvey. I don't think.
My sweet girl. Reads me like a book.
Okay, I just talked to you. Where the fuck is... what's her face? Oh, they're both here. Okay. Hello, Tippets.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippets, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
I don't know. I'm wondering about Pippa. She's always covered in blood, never bothers to clean up.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Right, it's like 1908 or something.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No. We must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more unto the breach.
Brannigan's worried.
Nurse Brannigan is worried about you, Doctor.
She should not have told you that. I will have a word with her.
You don't have to blame her for her honesty.
I'm not that kind of man, my dear Jonathan. Actually, Nurse Brannigan's opinion is the only one I may listen to.
It's apparently healthy.
Do you need any medical assistance yourself, Doctor?
Come on, don't be ridiculous, dear colleague.
Alright, there's a hint, that's why it's still white.
Corcoran, I want you to tell me about Mr. Connor. How did he die? What happened?
He was my patient. He died because of my mistake.
Yeah.
That's the blunt truth.
I wasn't expecting him to just straight up admit.
Who was this patient?
I don't know. Some sick man from the docks, maybe a fisherman. I had no time to talk with him. No one claimed a body.
What was the nature of the mistake?
It was a twofold error. My diagnosis was wrong, and the administered dosage was too strong.
I am using my influence, but I was expecting him to at least kind of be dodgy, at least with the first sentence, and then admit it. But then he's like, no, I fucked up.
Why not stop practicing?
Are you mad? I killed that man, I admit it, and it won't happen again. I have saved so many lives since then.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett. Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
She can't even bear to look at me. She knows what I did.
Why does Dr. Tippett claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
Tell me what Dr. Tippett did. I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippett would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brannigan.
Look around you, Dr. Reed. Do you really think we can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippett in our situation?
It's a great risk.
Perhaps you did it with the best intentions, Nurse Brannigan, but you took a great risk. Must I remind you that a man died?
You mean you've never made a mistake? Never covered your tracks? Come on, Doctor. I wasn't born yesterday.
She's a smart woman. I guess I have a choice. No, I won't.
I've decided that I won't reveal Dr. Tippett's, shall we say, misdemeanor.
I'm so glad you share my point of view. Dr. Tippett is a brilliant practitioner. We most definitely need his know-how.
I hope you're right. This is a huge risk we're taking.
Dr. Tippett must regain his confidence. Please, keep this decision between you and me. He doesn't need to know you found out.
Meanwhile, he's like right fucking there.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Alright, what was this one? Oh yeah, pharmacy. Lazua. Oh, that's pretty far away. 167. And it's across the bridge. It's across the bridge. I'm gonna go rest and level up before I do that. Or is that gonna like immediately move on to the next chapter? Oh, I'm supposed to talk to Edgar, so no. That'd be fine. I want some more active stuff. I don't think it said hint failed. I think it said not. I didn't really see exactly what it said, but I think it was like your decision to not reveal or something. It may have said hint failed. I don't know. I'd say clip it and find out, but it's probably too late. Maybe we can look at the VOD. I have a door to nowhere. Okay. Well, I'll take one defensive, one tactical, I suppose. So 2-second control or hit absorbed. The hit absorbed would actually be pretty good. It doesn't say like a blood cost. Oh, these have no blood cost. It's just on a cooldown. I don't know what's better. I'm gonna take blood gain or longer control. Coagulation. Right, that makes me invisible. Or I can jump in. I like the idea that I can just jump in from afar. Shadow Veil might be really good though. I mean, it's kind of the same thing. Although this one gives you the option of like stealth. I don't know if I'd give a fuck about stealth in this game. I'm fine just fighting my way through. Oh, I can add a stun to it? Or a ton of damage. This one's syringe. Big thirst. I should probably just increase my health. I kind of... Pass through enemies in front of you. I also kind of want to like... Oh, I can't level it up. Never mind. Let's grab one of these. So I'm not like... How much health did I have by default? It was like 500 or something. More stamina. And I don't need more blood. More stamina. Dashes for days. Major district events. Every night the consequences of your actions may improve or degrade the district health status. Can also be degraded due to diseases spreading among citizens. The more lives you take, the unhealthier a district becomes. If a district's health status drops below the critical threshold, it will plunge into chaos. Okay, it was a wash. I cured a disease and then killed the guy. Gotta be able to go all night. Yeah! 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 The district's still healthy. It's fine. Okay, let's go to the pharmacy. Wait, who was unknown?
Perhaps I should have considered the offer from that cabinet fellow.
Okay, well, I can't talk to them. So... It's a shame. Wait, who's Beatrice? I could cure his fatigue. Kinda want to talk to him about his friend again, because I'm like, I'm not sure what to do.
Have you found Oswald?
Not yet, sir.
All right.
Where was your friend?
He went down by the canal. He did...
Wait.
Where was your...
He went down by the canal. He didn't want to go to the hospital. I think he went to the sewers on purpose. So I couldn't go after him.
Okay. Well, I saw like a bunch of grates that I just couldn't go through. That presumably lead to sewers. So... I'll probably have to do that later. Were they level 11 before? Oh yeah, I took the control thing. never run out. All the stamina.
Best be on your way home.
You think? No, not the fire! Not the fire! I like these new activatable abilities I have. They're very nice. The shadow. Oh shit, there's more than one. There's a boss! Where the fuck is Griffin? It hurts. Ah! The leap on that is so ridiculous. Just need a second to heal up. The shadow keeps hitting me every once in a while. I'm not noticing. The leap is so dumb. Stupid shadow. Oh my god, I hate it! What do you mean resist? Oh my god, I hate it. I pressed the dash. Why do you keep resisting it? I keep doing it. He keeps like being mid-shadow when that happens. What the fuck? That dash, it's just like, it looks dumb. Like, it looks dumb. Because he just like zooms forward. Like, he may as well T-pose his way into my face. He just like slides forward. It's like those fucking tripod things in the Surge where it's like, oh, they can dash like 500 feet forward. Doesn't matter how far away you get. They're gonna hit you. Blood. I also don't know who this person is. I hate it. Oh, that only did 60. It's that one move that just seems so bullshit. Everything else is fine. It's that one move. If it didn't look dumb, I think I would have less problems with it. If it didn't just infinitely slide forward. Oh. Thought I had my stake out. It's because I don't, it doesn't look like it should hit me, and yet it does. Because he just keeps moving. That's why he keeps getting me. You just love it because it's making me miserable. I swear, I hit the button. Blood is mine. fuck's sake. Fucking die! Ah.
Opium is one of the main ingredients of Strickland's medication. Never a good move.
Schling. Schling. I don't know why I'm randomly exploring. I don't really get much out of it. Oh, it's a train. I was like, what is that sound? I got like 100 experience. Not even. For fighting that boss.
Last warning, sir! It's one of them!
Oh, I can't dash here. I can't dash like that in front of people. I'm still seeing the occasional thing. The occasional thing. Where the hell's Strickland? There's Ackroyd. Aha!
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
I located the shop, but it was vandalized, and the owner is missing. All I found was your order.
I was afraid of such bad news. People are so desperate they're ready to burgle a shop for drugs.
That's quite a list you ordered. Opium, sodium hypochlorite. It can't be just headaches you're trying to cure.
This dreadful influenza, of course. I already ran some tests on hopeless cases. Without success, I must admit.
Do you realize you could create a lethal poison without the correct dosage? Then there are the legal ramifications.
Is this not true of any medical substance, Dr. Reed? However, if you would agree to improve it, I'd be glad to accept your help.
As long as you promise to be scrupulous with your experiments, I may try to gather these substances and even help improve upon the mixture.
What is going on with my eyes?
That's all I'm asking.
I'm not a vampire. I mean, look at me. Are these the eyes of a vampire? I think not.
I want to know about these secret tests you run.
And if they can save people from this epidemic, speak to me now, Thoreau.
I know I may sound presumptuous, but I'm just following your steps, Dr. Reed. I'm casting away the shadows of ignorance by daring to face them.
Self-confidence is essential.
Is it?
in our lives.
It's more like I have seen this in real life, actually.
But only if tempered with the correct amount of cynicism.
But you never doubt yourself, Dr. Reed. I've read all your articles and books. You performed the most daring research during the war.
It's definitely more like a, I tell him to take a break.
Don't you think we have enough work already? Perhaps now is not the best time to be chasing shadows.
Chasing shadows, really? It's funny those words coming from the only doctor here who has spent more time outside this hospital than in.
Oh snap! He got me good. Yeah, like I've seen it once. I saw a friend of a friend had blood vessels in their eye rupture. And so, like, they're fine. They see fine and everything. It's just, like, the whites of their eyes turned red for, like, several weeks before it just, like, eventually, like, the body fixed itself. But, like, your eyes legit look like that. You still got the same color of the irises and everything, but the whites are just red, and it looks really freaky. And they were just like, yeah, it freaks everyone out.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Everyone wants to ask what the fuck is up with my eyes.
I can't let Strickland put his patients at risk with opium. Perhaps an adjusted formula will deliver more of a placebo effect.
I might just have all that shit, so let's go to my desk. And now suddenly I can just loot this entire hospital? When I couldn't before? Prevent disease! Wear a mask. Sometimes I wonder if I should have started playing this game during a real-life pandemic. I kind of forgot about the whole Spanish flu thing in this game. I was like, it's a vampire. I'll be a vampire. It's not the best form of escapism at this point in time. Can I always loot the hospital? Am I just like am I just noticing it now? I feel like I couldn't do this before.
It's locked, all right.
Am I going to a different... Oh. I never did find water.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Strickland's project could be dangerous. I have a mind to report him to Dr. Ackroyd.
He's a fanboy, though. I don't know what's worse. Sabotaging him or reporting him? Neither are particularly good. I feel like it's good to keep one of each, if I can. need a ton of, like, a lot of these things. Especially the potassium. I guess this is sepsis. Like, that's pretty serious. Why not both? What is the point of doing both? Shling. Overkill. Overkill would be drinking his blood. IMO. I'm gonna bring it to him. He's probably gonna figure it out later. Also wasn't fully listening, so I don't fully know what the fuck is even happening. So... like, I was listening, but not really.
Good evening, Doctor.
And good evening.
I have managed to improve the mixture by diluting it. Have you ever heard of Sir Joseph Francis Olive? Or the placebo effect?
No, I don't think so. Why?
A placebo is a substance or procedure that has no actual physical effect.
You made a placebo of my project.
Oh, I'm just gonna tell him.
Research has established that a placebo, as long as the subject believes in the effect, can provoke a positive physiological reaction.
Really? That's fascinating. And you want me to, what, administer the placebo and see what occurs?
Something like that, yes.
Well, I'm a bit surprised, but I trust you.
Okay,
Dr.
this
Reed.
is an outcome I
Please
prefer.
take the key to my cabinet and put this placebo there for future use.
I got his key! I didn't know I was gonna straight up tell him, hey, I made you a placebo. I thought I was gonna be like, I improved it, JK. That was a lot more straightforward than I thought. And then I can find out his last hint in here, probably.
It's locked. At least Strickland can't kill anyone with this formula.
Mortimer's file. The patient shows many signs of extreme fatigue and major sores on the throat, mouth, and tongue, but no sign of flu. Refuses to speak. Claims it is too painful. Needs rest and healing of throat mucous membrane before any decision can be made concerning his release. Yes. I have a lot of quest items. I did not think I'd... That's actually a lot of shit. And that's surprising. To hint about Mortimer, though.
It's locked,
Everything...
all right. It's locked.
Why is everything gotta be so fucking locked? Shling! Why are they so bright? Alright, let's talk to Swansea.
Please, Jonathan, come in.
And he's just holding a skull like a Shakespearean villain.
Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death.
It also seems like a pretty
You,
large skull.
my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
How's
This
vertiginous
must be all
mean?
so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
There is an absurd poetry to my situation. Physician, heal thyself.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
I'm not some doe-eyed student, Edgar. I understand we both have something to gain from this relationship.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan.
Especially with my
Lady
eyes.
Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Oh, was that the lady downstairs I couldn't access before? It is.
Good evening, sir.
Oh, no, it's not. Is that who was talking to Rakesh before? Oh no, it's this. Okay, I'm totally turned around on where the front and the back of the hospital is. So much opium. Isn't quinine like what energy drinks are mostly made of?
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
No, it's quarine. Never mind.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here.
It was a
and we'll be up
taurine.
again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet lady of mercy.
Isn't that a vampire lady? I don't
Good
remember
evening, Dr.
exactly what vampire lady looked
It's
like.
a pleasure to see you again. You seem
Oh, yeah, it is.
surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Quinines for malaria. There's definitely like an energy drink ingredient that starts with Q though.
So it seems our Dr. Swansea does indeed have a fascination for creatures of our constitution.
Dr. Swansea is a remarkable man. Dedicated, one might say, obstinate? He spent years compiling our bestiary.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Have any of the patients given you trouble?
These poor souls have so little left to live for. I do my best to ease their pain.
Same. I believe you.
The world would be a better place if it were cared for by women like you.
You make me blush. I am simply a necessary evil.
Pardon my boldness, your ladyship, but I have questions concerning this condition we share.
As a newborn, your hunger for answers is rivaled only by your thirst for blood. But the questions need wait.
I'm a scientist. My trade is in the deciphering of mysteries, and I need information to feed my mind.
I will gladly answer every question you have, but first, prove yourself capable of resolving my predicament without eating the culprit.
Without eating them?
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
What are your expectations? Please be precise.
As the newly appointed surgeon of this hospital, you are in an excellent position to ask innocent questions and deftly learn the identity of my blackmailer.
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient or their family.
If we're dealing with an ordinary criminal, surely you've the means to deal with it yourself, if I may.
As immortal tradition doth dictate, all fangs and hypnotic eyes ablaze, the blood would run like a river. That's what I hope to avoid. Violence has a tendency to spiral out of control.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk.
Shame.
The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Is it true, though?
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
It's only logical.
We both are afflicted with a thirst for blood, Lady Ashbury. That is our nature. By vocation, we also have reason to visit the hospital. Logic dictates.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Alright. I don't think I've met Harriet. Is she the one behind the locked door?
Simpletons, these nurses. Bred with no respect.
Ah.
What? What? What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Though somehow they like dance around the word vampire and just straight up say it. Yeah, it's a little inconsistent in that sense. I have questions.
Dr. Swansea is quite busy, and I need you to help me get acclimated. I have many questions.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse, or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
If I didn't know better, Miss Jones, I'd be inclined to say you enjoy this type of idle gossip.
God's honest truth, Doctor. It's just the way it is here. Most of these bitches would let you freeze to death before getting you a blanket.
You seem to know more about the goings-on here than anyone else. Beware, Miss Jones, in case suspicion should fall on you.
That's it. Blame the old and infirm. I see those little bitches' greedy little eyes. Just waiting for me to pop off they are.
She's about to pop off.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round. The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
What your last thoughts would be, sir.
What? It led me outside and then I was like, nah. Oh.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Do you know if any of the hospital staff have criminal backgrounds?
The people who work here all come from very different backgrounds, Doctor. Just like the patients.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Alright.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Alright, Pip is usually just in the lobby. Or near the lobby.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
She's ready to go once I can mesmerize.
What can you...
Let me guess.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Although, she's the one that's dating Milton, right? So Milton would be like, where the fuck is Pippa? Why does it say down? Why is she way the fuck over there?
Still standing after this epidemic.
Jesus, I've never seen so many.
Expect your senses. If a citizen is behaving suspiciously, their heart will emit a distinctive glow. By looking at the citizen, you'll unlock a special interaction. Look for Dorothy Crane.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
And what, she didn't see me? This is locked, isn't it? Oh, it's unlocked now! Fuck yeah. Maybe now I can find that dude's friend. I'm supposed to not eat him, though. Oh, well, too late. Someone else beat me to it.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
Oh! I was not expecting him to just jump up here. Barbed cudgel, A. A? 110? Oh, it's very slow. I could try it. Oh, it's two-handed, that's why. It does have stun on it. Weapon ability parry. Ooh! Wait, what was the other one? Oh, they're both parry. Yeah! Oh, it's the same speed as this one. Let's try it out. Also want to stun and eat him. Stun and eat! Dang. I was pressing it. I need to look at this weapon again. It's a little slow, but it's decent damage and stun at the same time. That's hard to pass up. So I ain't passing it up. Bye-bye. So wait, like, I keep hearing a voice from a certain direction. Or like, I'm supposed to go in a different direction? Go check on him. Just checking the area real quick.
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I
Oh,
need
it's the
to get
friend.
out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay. I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
Mr. Thatcher, your friend Newton sent me to help you. Do you remember him?
Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do.
Could just cure his headache, right? Oh, I can't even ask. I could just eat him though if I want. I'm not gonna. But citizen rescued. It must be strange watching a man run into barrels and they just disintegrate before him. Strange indeed. Shling! Alright, now we go the actual quest way. Quest way!
What sort of creature is this?
Oh! Huh? Oh, that did hit him. I'm feeding on a sewer werewolf. Where we're at. Rude. This is the kind of weapon where I want to have a lots of bite damage. I didn't even mean to heal myself. That's a shitty howl thing. I'm not doing a lot of damage, I feel like. I can't really attack consecutively. God damn it. It'll bleed. Oh, I tried to parry instead of dodge. Couldn't do anything in time. Oh my. Oh. What? Kicking his ass. Yeah, this is definitely a weapon where you're gonna get lots of blood, so use all your abilities. But it doesn't like do a lot of damage itself, because it's very
what's
slow.
left of him. Not a lot to check, but I should anyway.
If you are sick, if you have no money, whoever you are, wherever you're from, come see Dorothea to get help. No tricks, no charges, no questions asked. Just find Darius Petrescu's house. Present this coupon. I don't know what language that is. French? I think it's French.
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel.
What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
I don't know how I missed this on my way in. Why didn't it show me collectible? Was it for the Great Hunt? No. Was it one I already had? Is that a thing? It is just getting hotter and hotter and hotter in my room. This is intolerable. Like, the sun has been down and it's still just getting hotter. Like, why? would like to evolve a little bit. I do like this club, even though it's slow. There's signs wearing a mask, but no one's wearing a mask. Yeah, it's just like real life, huh? Should probably level this up. Do 250. Oh, I'm 70 short. God damn it. Kinda wanna let's take the blood spear. I wanna see what this is about. Down 1%. Oh, he's advanced into anemia. I guess people can just die from disease as well. Well, I'd rather that didn't happen. It's a waste of good blood. I don't know why my eyes look so freaky. But I think I'm gonna call it here because I wanna like attempt to go to sleep. I need to like cool off my room somehow before I do. And if oxygen not included has taught me anything, is that it takes a long fucking time to cool things down. You probably slowly fail anyway. So yeah. Also, I'm tired of shit, which it feels like this is gonna be a normal Tuesday thing, which it shouldn't be. But yeah. So if you enjoyed your time here, feel free to follow if you've not done so already. But until next time, thanks for hanging out.